Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the SWUS Reds Pirates. Continuing on with Tuesday night MLB. We'll go through all 15 games on the live show at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time if you're able to make it. Reds, Pirates, let's do it.
Welcome to the SWUS. The SWUS. SWUS. Hey, get the SWUS.
So like I said, Cincinnati's on the road in Pittsburgh for this one. Pirates are short home dogs here, plus 115, and the total sitting at 8.5. Nick Lodolo gets the start for Cincinnati. Bailey Falter pitching for the Pirates. Let's take a quick look at the spreadsheet, and according to the model, we got to lean on the Reds through the first 5 and the full game. 2.85 to 2.5 after 5, 5.19 to 4.23 final score. So let's take a look at this matchup, and we got Bailey Falter on the mound, and I mean, his last 2 starts, an even 9 ERA and a 2.38 whip. Adam Wainwright territory. If you look at the game logs, I mean, maybe we can give him a pass for the Dodgers. Dodgers seem to be hitting again, but on the road in Cincinnati, on the road in St. Louis is what I meant to say. Cards got to him, and the Cardinals haven't been hitting lefties this year. 9 base runners in just 4 innings of work, so not a great look there for Bailey Falter. He's also been struggling at home. His last 4 home starts, he's got an ERA above 5, an expected FIP above 5, 6.35 ERA in his last 2 home starts. So as a whole, not a great-looking handicap for Bailey Falter here. And the Reds, this Reds lineup's been hitting on the road. In the last 30 days, this is a top 5 road lineup. In the last 14 days, they're first across the board. And it's not just on the road. I mean, they're hitting everywhere. In the last 14 days, this is a top 10 lineup, Cincinnati. Now, they're definitely doing more damage against righties, though. In the last 7 days, they're dead last, but 7 days is way too small of a sample size for left-handed pitching because they may not have even seen a lefty starter. In the last 30 days, they're 17th, 16th, and 16th. So this has been a better lineup against righties than lefties, and Bailey Falter is a lefty, so that's a decent sign for him. The last 2 lefty starters to pitch against the Reds both blanked them. 1.98 ERA and an 0.88 whip. They've been struggling to get to the last couple lefty starters. If you look at the last 6 lefty starters, though, 4.03 ERA and a 4.59 expected FIP. So they have gotten to some lefty starters, just the last 2. And if you look at who they are, Imanaga makes sense, and Justin Steele did blank them on June 7th. They got to Justin Steele right before that, though, 6 days prior to that. And if you look at before those last 2 starts, they got to Ty Blott, they got to Justin Steele, they got to James Paxton twice. So, I mean, it's not terrible against lefties. It's just they've done more damage against righties, that's all. Some good news for the Reds would be they've absolutely crushed Bailey Falter in his last 2 matchups against Cincinnati. He's 0-1 with a 17.55 ERA and a 2.85 whip. So the Reds lineup has crushed him. And against Bailey Falter's specific pitch mix, Cincinnati against lefties with his pitch mix, 10th in slugging percentage, 6th in WOBA, 1st in run value. So even though the Reds' numbers against left-handed pitching recently aren't overly impressive, Bailey Falter's been struggling. He's really struggled against this lineup. They've got good numbers against his pitch mix. So I expect Cincinnati to score. On the other side, we got Nick Lodolo, and he's having himself a great year. 2.93 ERA, 1.06 whip, 3.62 expected FIP on the season. Hasn't slowed down. 2.31 ERA, 1.24 whip in the last 4 starts. He's actually been better on the road, too. So this game's in Pittsburgh. That could be a positive for Lodolo. He's got a 2.55 ERA on the road compared to a 3.21 at home. WOBA's better on the road. Strikeout to walk ratio better on the road. Whip much better on the road. He's matched up against this Pirates lineup that really isn't hitting. In the last 30 days, this is a bottom 10 lineup, 24th, 22nd, 23rd. Seem to be improving a little bit as of late, but as a whole, we know this Pittsburgh lineup isn't anything to be scared of. On the season, this is a bottom 5 lineup at home. In the last 30 days, they've climbed up a little bit again, but 20th, 20th, and 20th, nothing crazy. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Pirates actually have been seeing left-handed pitching a little bit. In the last 14 days, 13th, 11th, and 10th. Last 7 days, top 10. Now, not a large sample size by any means, but the last 4 lefty starters to pitch against the Pirates, 5.95 ERA and a 1.53 whip. So they've been getting to lefty starters, and check it out right here. Ty Blott, got to him, 9 base runners and 5 2/3. Paxton, they absolutely murdered him. They got to Kikuchi, 10 base runners and 5 earned runs and 5 1/3. So that's 3 lefty starters in a row that the Pirates have gotten to, and they've actually been good against good lefty starters. Nick Lodolo has a 2.93 ERA on the season. The Pirates against lefties with an ERA below 3.50. This is a top half lineup. So I actually don't hate this matchup for the Pirates bats. Lodolo has made 2 starts against the Pirates. He's 1-1 with a 3.97 ERA and a 1.32 whip. pretty average looking numbers here. So the Pirates were able to score runs on them, but nothing crazy. And the Pirates versus Lodolo's pitch mix, not good. 19th, 27th, 19th, and 26th in those 4 metrics. So if you're looking to back Lodolo, you like the look of that. But as a whole, Pirates got the 3 lefty starters in a row at home. It's been a while since we've seen Nick Lodolo get touched up. I don't think it's crazy to think the Pirates score a couple runs. As far as the bullpen matchup, no question the Reds have the huge advantage here. I mean, this has been a top 10 bullpen, and the Pirates are most definitely not a top 10 bullpen. They're actually like a bottom 5 bullpen. You can see Reds bullpen also been great on the road. Pirates bullpen at home, again, bottom 5. So huge advantage Reds in the late innings. But offensively, check this out. Pirates have been scoring runs. In the last 14 days, this is a top 10 lineup in the late innings. Even better than that in the last 7 days. And the Reds are moving the opposite direction. The last 7 days, this is a bottom 10 lineup in the late innings. So evens out the matchup a little bit. I mean, no question, the Reds bullpen much better than the Pirates bullpen, but he does even out the matchup a little bit.
So I actually cut that video off. I wanted to see the bullpen usage at the end of this game. And the Pirates used all their guys. Well, actually, first of all, good news. So I had Pirates team total under 4.5. They had 4 runs in the second inning. They didn't score again the rest of the game. So my bet looked dead. I actually got that. So after that Toronto loss to get the day started, I'm actually sitting 1-1 right now. So things not looking quite as bad as they were a few minutes ago. But as far as the Pirates bullpen, they did use their guys here. They used Chapman, Holderman, Ed Bednar, but all 3 of those guys were rested. So I think all 3 of them would be available to pitch again. Both teams should have their full arsenal available. So as far as the bet, I like the over here. I think both of these starters can get touched up. I actually think the Pirates can get to Lodolo. So if I was picking a side, I would probably lean towards Pittsburgh, but Cincinnati just saw their main bullpen arms. Total's down at 8.5. I like it to get over the total. So I'm going to bet the over in this one. I see a plus 100, 8.5 an ESPN bet. I'm going to take that. So give me the over. Like I said earlier, live show, 4 p.m. Eastern time. We'll go through every single game on the board. KyleKirms.com if you want to sign up for Sauce Network Plus and get the top bets, Discord, betting league, all of that. Head over there if you're interested. Let's have ourselves a nice Tuesday night here. Remember to bet responsibly, and I'll talk to you in the Discord.